Yay, hi, and welcome to 3-5 in your program. I want to start with the beginning of the week. Here and on the program, we want to be real so you can actually truly change your life. That's why this program was born. The reality that you have two self-images shows why that you've had ups and downs with your weight, relationships, health, and finances. They've always been struggling, right? You go back and forth, and whichever one you're thinking about or on autopilot most wins. You seem to get excited over things and then go right back. This is why we have week 1 and 2 to get you thinking about your highest self-image as much as possible so you can get that autopilot working for you. This is where your theme songs, your power lines help in such an awesome and empowering way. If you haven't already started listening to them as much as possible when you're waking up, when you're driving, I even actually bought my team a waterproof speaker so that they can listen to the mindset training even in the shower. I know it's hilarious, but honestly, it really works. And when you really see that you're literally rewiring your subconscious mind, getting it to work for you to create your ideal self-image, that's when the autopilot really starts working for you, and the results are freaky fast. All right, to end this week, I'm going to talk to you about the single most powerful tool that you have. It is literally the one and only thing that you truly have control over in your life, and it is the one and only thing that literally can change everything in your life. Are you ready? Do you want to know what it is? I'm going to start out actually by talking to you about Napoleon Hill, who wrote an incredible book called Outwitting the Devil. In the book, the quote-unquote devil tells Napoleon Hill how he gets people. He tells them it's not these big horrible things the way that the movies tell us it is. It's actually very subtle. In the book, he says, I actually just get them to forget the one and biggest power that they have. This is actually the power that you have, the one thing you have control over. And it is the power to choose what you think about at any given second. Let me say that again. He just, quote unquote, tries to get them to forget that they have control over their thinking. This literally is the one and only thing you have control over, what you think about. Think about the power of your mind. Think about how often your mind actually drifts. And as we discussed yesterday, that you start thinking about things that you don't want, right? How easy that is. Studies have actually shown that the average person thinks the same 1,000 thoughts every single day. Kind of scary, right? But guess what? Not for you, not on this program. You now have the tools, very, very valuable tools, to change the way that you think. Change the way that you think in a second, right? Going back to your theme songs, thinking about your highest self-image. You become what you think about most of the time. This is, again, where your ideal self-image comes in, your highest self. And you can do this in every area of your life. You have been given the tools and the concepts that most people never, ever even learn. Imagine that. You can literally become unstoppable when you're thinking. And by the way, this is definitely the mission of our program, to get this content and information out to as many people in the world as soon as possible. And you are such a big part of that. So go team. Absorb that one, right? The program's already international and you're in the very beginning phases of it. It's awesome. Now, we're going to end this week with you feeling empowered, locked, and loaded. What I want you to do is close your eyes. Did you close them? All right, now open them. Close them again. Open them. Did you see the pitch black? Then did you see the light? This is literally how quick you can change what you're thinking about, just like flipping a light switch. The one thing that Napoleon Hill says in the book that the devil tries to do is make you forget that you actually have the power to do that. Think about how quick it was, how easy it was to open your eyes, to close them. And I just love referring to this book because it gives you kind of that analogy, kind of gives you that picture in your mind. But ultimately, the real thing is you have the power to choose. In your mind, you can now picture a light switch, Think of how easy it is to turn it off and on. You have the ultimate power. Now, think about when you move into a new place. It takes you a minute to find the switch, right? But once you do, doesn't it become automatic? You end up being able to find the switch even in the dark. You do it automatically. You flip on this light switch without even having to think about it. This is the autopilot that this program can get you on by flipping the switch and getting you to think about what you want automatically. It starts out by practicing. Again, it's a great visual. You got the light switch, right? But now you need to practice it. Pretty soon it becomes instant, and that's when the magic happens. So now, whenever you see the light switch, every time, start thinking of the actual power that you have. The power that you have to choose what you want to think about. Simple, but so powerful. Use your power lines from your theme songs, right? We have a few. I'm unstoppable, unbreakable, unshakable. I have a theme song that says, I am the one. And if I feel weak or if I get adversity or something come my way, I instantly flip the switch and think, I am the one. I'm a chosen one. I literally have 5 or 6, now actually 10 different power lines that I say to myself in an instant when I start thinking about something crappy, right? So think back to the power lines that you have in your songs. If you want to add to them, that's great. Think about, I'm a champion. I'm unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable. And if you're thinking about things that you don't want and that becomes the first thought in your mind, everything in your life will change. You have that ultimate power to choose what you think about. Now you actually just get the opportunity, yay, to start practicing this and watch what happens and how easy it can become over the next few days. I really can't wait to hear about the stories and everything that you have that comes from this. Remember that a few days might go by and you might forget about this, right? But that's okay. That's why you have these audios. Listen to them as much as possible. When you start to think about something you don't want, when you're starting to think about something that's making you feel bad, flip the switch, put your power lines on, think about your ideal self-image, think about the things you want, and watch your life begin to transform. You guys are amazing. Can't wait for you to finish this up by listening to some more of your awesome theme songs. Oh, and I can't wait for what I have in store for you next week. It is one of the most fun, free-flowing, empowering weeks of the program. Hope you guys have a great day. Look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.